I accidentally found something majorly wrong with the new Gear Up mode. Hey guys, Nightfall here, and I recently stumbled across a huge issue in FragPunk's new Gear Up mode, and before I expose that, I want to give my final thoughts on the mode itself. After a few days of playing the mode, I do genuinely like it, even though normally I'm not a huge fan of economy-style games like Valorant and Counter-Strike, but I think with a few balancing tweaks and the addition of the shard cards, it could become a mainstay and a great mode, and potentially even take over as the only ranked mode in the game. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people upset with that take and a lot of people who disagree with me who want the modes to remain separate, but the cards are literally the identity of this game. And if you take away the cards, then it's just not FragPunk anymore at the core. And if you just have this game mode, then what's the point of coming over to this game when you could just play Valorant if it's the same thing? The preset deck option that they have in other modes like Outbreak are already good options, and I think something like that could be incorporated into the Shard Clash mode itself, and then just add the weapon economy on top of that. I don't think it would be too overwhelming. It really depends on how they incorporate it, but I think they should also expand it to some more maps as well. I did find it a little weird that they limited the new mode to only a select few maps, including one of the new ones, and didn't just let us play on all the current existing ranked maps. I will say overall, we do need some new maps in general, and the game started out with not enough maps in my opinion, and we've only gotten one new map for Shard Clash in 2 whole seasons. So those are pretty much, in summary, my final thoughts on the new mode Gear Up. And now for the huge bombshell. The new Gear Up mode has a major issue that could ruin the integrity of the mode and the ranks in this mode, and several people have already found out about it, and I've already reported it. The only reason I'm exposing this now is because, for starters, it's already been found out, and I'm sure it'll spread like wildfire if they don't patch it soon. And I don't want people to go snooping through my history and thinking that I'm trying to cheat the system, especially since I'm involved in the 24-hour challenge tournament thing that's going on. So if you load up a custom game and select Gear Up as the mode, whether you win or lose or abandon the game, your rank in the mode is affected, meaning if you load up and then leave, you're going to lose 20 points. Likewise, if you load up an empty game and win it, you'll gain 20 points. Now I say win 20 points, lose 20 points. Of course, that's not going to apply to you if you're in the lower ranks where you don't lose points for losing and you gain 40 points for winning, but you get the idea. I don't recommend that anybody try to do this or even touch the Gear Up mode in the custom games menu until this is fixed, but use this information at your own risk. I'm not sure if by the time this video comes out that it'll be patched. I really hope it is. So for those that do end up looking at my match history, you'll find a string of 18 games that all look like this, each played with a different Lancer and then a second one played towards the end with Axon. I joined and immediately abandoned all of those matches because I was gathering screenshots of all the ability costs to create this for a previous video. I later logged back in that same day to find out that I had lost points for each of those games. So directly after that, you're going to see that I played 18 more games where it's just me and I win to offset those points that I lost. I didn't go and try to gain any more than I lost, only what I lost, so just wanted to clear that up. And I've already explained what happened to the necessary people, but that's not the end of it. In fact, a day after this happened, I logged in to find that I lost 80 more points randomly, even though I hadn't played any other custom games or anything like that. I ended stream with this here at 960 points on a loss on Toyland, and then I logged back in to find that I was at 880 points. So I'm not really sure what's going on with this one, but some people said it could be due to having played with cheaters and then they were just banned, so I lost the points because they were in my match, but I have nothing in my mail telling me that. Either way, this whole thing was just problem after problem, and it's really annoying. So currently, whatever I show at on the leaderboard, I should be at least 80 points higher. And just to have another record, I'm recording this video shortly after ending my stream on 8/26 at around 1:30 in the morning Eastern time. And this is how many points I have and where I'm at on the leaderboard. So let's see if that changes tomorrow in either direction after not playing any more Gear Up mode for the rest of the night, and probably won't be playing it tomorrow either. But moving back to some final thoughts on the Gear Up mode, like I said, I really do think it could become the saving grace for this game and bring a lot of new people in, but it needs to be done right. And a lot of people are going to point at the numbers not moving once this mode came out, and they're going to say it's a flop and it's just copying Valorant. And normally I would tend to agree, except it's here as a limited time mode, not anything permanent, and it had little to absolutely no marketing. In fact, it had less marketing than a game mode that's not even out yet. If they can just balance the mode, get some feedback from players, take the time to market it properly, maybe even as a refresh for the game's ranked system, I think it could be received quite well and could potentially turn this game around. But it has to involve shard cards. Love them or hate them, that's what separates this game from Valorant. And like I said, if they're the same game with the same core concept and slightly different mechanics, no one's gonna drop Valorant to come to this game. Trust me, those players are far too stubborn. But you know what players have had enough with the bullshit? Rainbow Six Siege players. They are just done with that game. SiegeX has been a colossal failure, and a lot of the big streamers, including Jinxie, are leaving the game. They're just done streaming it. And I think that might be the core audience to go after with this game. But let me know your thoughts on this game mode down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.